And we're live. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Again, how we doing? If y'all could let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me, if the mic is working, please let me know, because that would be very tragic. It should be working, though. I always just get a little scared. Maybe I can pull it up on my own phone, but I'm coming down, man. I'm coming down. The Falcons just signed Justin Simmons. 1 year, $8 million contract. I was going to talk about the potential signing, but now we can just talk about the signing. How beautiful is that? Man, life is crazy. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty nuts. And we're beautiful. We're live. We're doing great. Yes, I am back. Davis, what is going on? The working just echoing a little. Yeah. I think I can fix it. Hold on. I think it's because of the mic. Yeah. Let me go see if I can turn that off real quick. Oh, man. I was not expecting that to happen. 1 second. All right, that should work. That should do it. Coin operator says, I can hear you, but it's quiet. Should I just speak up a little bit more? I mean, honestly, should I just do that instead? I think that might be a little bit better. If not, again, I'll just go fix it. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, all right, so Justin Simmons, 1 year, $8 million contract with the Falcons, just signed 20 minutes ago or so, 25 minutes. I was about to hop on live right before, and then I hopped on Instagram. The Falcons posted about it. It was, I'm not going to scream, but I want to scream. I was so excited. And then the Falcons posted about it, so then I had to go back, change the slide. It's beautiful. We're looking beautiful. The Falcons now have, without a doubt, the best safety duo in the entire NFL with Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons. I mean, what a time to be alive if you're a Falcons fan. Let's just jump straight into the news, just because I don't want to spoil what the Falcons are doing or what the NFL is looking like. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Oh, yes, and we finally have everything set up. Thank you, Hit Network. Always appreciate that. You guys are awesome. All right, so let's move screens. Screens, cam, screens. Let's do this thing. All right, so topics for today. NFL news, do's and don'ts, and players to think about. Now, when I say players to think about, I'm talking about it's only 3 players, but these are the 3 players that are mainly on my mind going into the draft. And when I say they're on my mind, it's mainly in the sense of, do I want to take them in that spot? Do I want them to be my RB1? Do I want them to be my wide receiver 1? Those kind of things. So you really got to think about the gamble, or really if you really want to be all in for that kind of stuff. But it's 2 players that I'm really all in, and then 1 player I'm really iffy at. But I think all 3 of the guys have great potential, without a doubt. But yeah, so NFL news, we'll start off right there. So, still getting used to this one. Bills linebacker Matt Milano to miss most of the season due to a torn bicep. That is huge news, considering that the guy is only 30 years old. I just discovered he and I have the same birthday, so happy birthday or happy late birthday to you. But 30 years old, still rather young for a linebacker. You know, the age is totally different for those kind of positions. Like a running back, 30-year-old running back is nothing compared to a 30-year-old linebacker, all right? But definitely that sucks for the Bills, just because they're already looking pretty skim on both sides of the ball. However, I still think they'll do well without him. It's just a matter of how well. I don't know if he's going to change the entire course of the season. Like, it's not like Josh Allen getting hurt. Josh Allen going out, that changes your entire season. But Matt Milano out, that is not good news at all, especially in the linebacker field. Davis says, I am so devastated. The Bills' defense is cursed. Yeah, it's not looking great. Not looking too hot. So I'm sorry about that. Let's bring that guy down over. All right, so the next one. All right, let me move this one. Falcons rule, that's what Hayden said. Yes, sir, you already know. Let's get into that one. Screens. All right. Patriots trade. This was happening yesterday. Matthew Judon to the Falcons for a 2025 third-round pick. Fantastic move by the Falcons, especially in just what they gave up. A third-round pick, that stinks. And it really stinks, too, because this year the Falcons' third-round pick actually is going to be out for the season, Braylon Trice, who is on the defensive line. So you basically traded third-round picks, like for this year and next year, for an already proven guy. He only played 4 games last season, but he had 4 sacks. And in the previous 2 seasons before that with the Patriots, he had 14.5, I believe, and 12.5 sacks. Or I know it's for sure double digits. Incredible player. He is 32. His birthday is today, I believe. Happy birthday, Matthew. Hope you have a great day. I know that being traded right before your birthday definitely shakes up your whole life. So I hope that goes well. But welcome to Atlanta. Justin Simmons signs 1-year, $8 million contract with the Falcons. Absolutely stellar move by the Atlanta Falcons, especially for the deal. Justin Simmons has proven to be a top 10 safety, I would say, in the entire league. It blew my mind that he was no longer on the Broncos, and that it took this long for a team to pick him up. Last week we talked about how the Saints ended up holding a meeting with him, and it was just devastating to me because I can't have him go to the Saints. I did not expect him to go to the Falcons at all. I didn't know we were even in the running. I knew Houston was. I read somewhere that Cleveland was, but then all of a sudden, earlier this week, the Falcons held a meeting with him, A.J. Terrell, and who else was it? Grady Jarrett. And I guess just to convince him to come and join, and he did. So it worked out really well. But yeah, 1-year, $8 million contract with the Falcons. Still haven't gotten all the contract details because it literally broke 30 minutes ago. But we can look into that later. Probably later on in the stream I'll look into that. Let's keep going. I see the chat actually is moving pretty well. Hayden says Falcons rule, absolutely. Will says Falcons were definitely playing chess with the defense, absolutely. Robust one unarmed. I like the stream. I like the stream as well. Appreciate y'all. Go cop that mug. Robust one unarmed. Great t-shirts. I still got to get that t-shirt, Troy. I got to wear it for the stream, man. Hayden Hammond says, hello, kitty. I'm weak. Coin operator says Simmons was a beast on the Broncos. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Coin. I really am sorry that he's no longer there. Can you explain to me, was it a contract? It can't be contract because we just signed a 1-year, $8 million. But can you explain to me, like, what was going on and, like, what happened and why he's not on the Broncos anymore? I don't know. And Davis is just dropping emojis. He says, nah, press the like button. I mean, LOL. Oh, yeah. Oh, like the stream. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all got to like the stream. How many are we at right now? You got 7 people in. Oh, 3, now 4. Come on, man. Y'all got to hit that like. It really does help the views. It goes up and everything. All right, let's get back into the news. Enough of my yapping. This is devastating news. J.J. McCarthy to miss rookie season due to meniscus repair. Absolutely devastating. I don't even know how to explain how devastating that is because the Vikings seem to be pretty cursed in this past offseason, or just offseason in general, because now you have to wait an entire year to see if your first-round pick, the guy you moved up for, is worth it. And now he's not healthy. He's going to be coming off a meniscus repair. Devastating news, but the good thing is that Sam Darnold signing did work out. Now you have, if you're the Vikings, a solid-ish quarterback to take that role. He only signed a 1-year, I believe, $10 million contract. So it's just to go out there, ball, and hopefully earn a contract somewhere else or here to be that backup. But it seemed like J.J. McCarthy was going to be that guy. And, I mean, just to lose your starting quarterback like that stinks. Does it change the Justin Jefferson projection? I don't think so. And to be honest, I bet I could be under snap, and Justin Jefferson would still do rather fine. That's just how good he is. He just seems to get open and whatnot. I think I would not be not even close to being a good quarterback. I'm just saying that guy's incredible. Next one, Tavon Austin retires from football. Not huge news if you're not a huge, NFL football guy. But if you know, you know. If you ever get bored, we love to recommend things over here. Look up Tavon Austin college highlights. It is known as the greatest college tape of all time. I wish we could show it, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Just go home and watch it. It's fantastic. Don't do it now. Watch the stream. Finish the stream. But yeah, incredible stuff. And last one, 21 days, 3 weeks until week 1. Isn't that incredible? Hold on. I honestly don't even know who is week 1. I know it's the Chiefs, but who is playing week 1? Let's go through the lineup real quick. Oh, it's the Ravens and the Chiefs? Oh, it's over. I'm going to be wearing my Lamar Jackson jersey like crazy. Yeah, I will be openly rooting for the Ravens. Wholeheartedly. All right, so let's look at the games. I'll do a quick, predictions. Ravens-Colts, September 5th, 8:20 p.m., opening kickoff game. I'm going to go with Chiefs just to open up because I think they're going to do it. Packers-Eagles. Oof, if this is speed run, I don't. Ooh, wow, these are good games. I'll go with Eagles. Panthers-Saints. I don't care. Saints. Vikings-Giants. We'll go Giants. Patriots-Bengals. Bengals. Falcons-Steelers. Falcons. Texans-Colts. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll go Texans. Cardinals-Bills. Bills. Titans-Bears. Bears. Jaguars-Dolphins. Dolphins. Okay, that's the 1 o'clock games. All right, let's see 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock games always have a special feeling, you know. Broncos-Seahawks, rematch of the Super Bowl. What Super Bowl is that? Is that 49, 48, 47, or 52? I don't know. Broncos. No, it's gonna be 47. Broncos-Seahawks. I'll go Seahawks. Raiders-Chargers. Yee. Chargers. Cowboys-Browns. Oh, Cowboys. Commanders-Buccaneers. Buccaneers. Rams-Lions. Man, I'll go Lions. Jets-Niners. Niners. That one's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. That one's going to be really tough. Oof, I'm excited, though. There's some pretty good games. And then we have some really bad games in there. Not great games at all. But the Cardinals-Bills, what are you doing? That's a terrible game. I don't want to watch that. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to pay attention too much. But yeah, all right, let's see what the chat's saying. Oh, what up, Chile? How you doing, man? And then Davis, a bunch of emojis. Robust One Arm says, I got you. At Big Baby Gucci, I got you again. I'll see you then. If I remember right, it was part of the Russell Wilson deal. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense, Coin. Appreciate that. If every NFL player got transported into Fortnite, who would win? Myles Garrett. Will Edwards says Kirk Cousins sweeps, probably. Yeah, ESPN did fire RG3. That is unfortunate. Not too sure why, but he'll be fine. Just because he does his own stuff on Instagram. Chili says, "What up? Are you ready for another season? Another season at Coin Operator?" Yes, sir. I'm excited for the league this year. Chili versus Coin. Davis says, "I'm gonna make you watch the game. You can't make me do anything. You ever think about that? You can't. Try." All right, we're moving on. So here are our do's and don'ts. So the do's and don'ts for fantasy this season, I got 3 do's and I got 3 don'ts. It's just kind of you don't need to write this down. It's just something to think about. I'm not going to spoil one of them, but one of them is really lighthearted. All right, you don't really need to think about too much. So let's just go in the first one. Go with your gut for the first round. The reason I put this one is when we did the mock draft with Adam, he made a really good point to me. We had the 3rd pick, I believe, and it was Tyreek Hill or someone else. And he was like, don't think about it. Just go with Tyreek Hill. Absolutely. That just clicked in my brain. First round, just go with your gut. You don't really need to be thinking about it too much. The only scenario I would say that you need to think about it a little bit is picks 8 and 9. Because 10, you just go back to back. But 8 and 9, you have to wait at least a couple. And you don't want to miss out on a guy. You want to make sure you get that guy. And then the big hitters like McCaffrey, Jefferson, Jamar. Man, who else is even really up there? I guess those are just the big 3 to me. All those guys are gone. So then you're getting the Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Garrett Wilson even. Some leagues I've seen. You're in that territory. So you really got to be careful, but don't think about it too much. It's your first pick. Should be an exciting name. should be someone that you want on your team and look forward to watching every week. The next one, do not draft a quarterback in the first few rounds. My goodness, just don't do it. I do not care. Talk about this all the time. In almost every league, there's that one guy that will start off the quarterback train, the defense train, and the kicker train. Bear with me. The defense train is whenever someone takes a defense early, like 10, 11 round, and then people just start panicking, and they just start taking their own defense. That's fine with me. I'm not doing it. I'm going to take the defense in the last 2 rounds, and I might not even draft a kicker. I don't need to. Same thing with the quarterback. Someone's going to take Patrick Mahomes round 2. Everyone's going to take their quarterbacks round 2, 3, even 4. I like to wait until 5, 4 or 5. If I see a guy I like at 4, if I'm in a good position, that'll be fine. But it's not my entirely favorite thing to do is to go early. The reason I say don't do it, dude, you don't need to do it because you need to get your big guys in. All right, get your RB1, RB2, wide receiver 1, and wide receiver 2 in, and then you can think about getting that quarterback. Because those quarterbacks, yes, they put up incredible games, but almost every quarterback has a stinker game. Said it on the show before, the famous tweet, man, if I started Joe Flacco over Patrick Mahomes, I would be in the fantasy football championship. It happens. Guys put up stinkers more at quarterback than other positions. Just be wary. All right, don't go first 3 rounds, even 4 really, but just wait. It's all good though. All right, this one's one of my favorites. Pay attention to the waiver wire every day, okay? Every day you need to pay attention to that thing. It's waiver wire Wednesday, so that's when claims go through, and you can get whoever you put a claim in, unless you're in out of order or whatever. But you need to be paying attention to who is there and who is low or who's in bye. Because remember, whoever's in bye that week will not show up usually in the waiver because they're not projected any points. So look at the guys that are on bye. It takes maybe 5 minutes out of your day. I know we're all busy out here, but just think about it. All right, look at the waiver wire every day. And just think about the positions that you need to fill. It's not too hard, I promise you. But if you're in a lot of leagues, it can be hard, but just check. If you're looking for a guy, just check. All right, and if it's not there, close out the app, continue on. It's all good. All right, we're moving on to the next don't. Don't be afraid of injuries. It is time for a yerba break. Just think about this. Today's flavor is Bluephoria. Thank you very much. Hayden says, great tips. Thank you. Oh, we just dropped. What we dropped to? 5? Oof. I got 7 now. That's all good, man. We're just chilling. David says, I'm afraid to be injured. Yeah, some people, yeah, it's, going outside is just trusting people not to hurt you. But don't be afraid of injuries. I say that because there's always that one guy, both in fantasy and out of fantasy that are like, oh, you don't want to draft that guy. He always gets hurt. I mean, yeah, some guys get hurt. That's the sport. Some players truly get hurt. You can never project that. Like Nick Chubb last year, who would have thought he was going to get hurt? I mean, the guy snapped his leg, and now he's projected to come back eventually. It happens. No one expected Aaron Rodgers to play 2 snaps, and then that's it, all right? But don't be afraid of the injuries. Just go with that guy. Because you could think about Christian McCaffrey. He's the consensus #1 overall pick. The guy gets hurt a lot, okay? You need to get your studs. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. Just go. Next one. I like this one a lot. Draft a player you like. Get a guy that this game is supposed to be fun. It is fun. If you're not playing, then why are you playing? Or if you're not playing for fun, why are you playing? It's all about watching the guys that you want to watch. I am wanting to get Kyle Pitts this year because, 1, he's on my favorite team, and 2, he's an exciting player to watch. So when he does well, I can be happy that he's doing well, and I get points from that. So draft a player that you genuinely like to watch. It could be a quarterback, running back, whoever it is. Maybe even a kicker. I like Cameron Dicker from the Chargers. I want him on my team. I think he's a great kicker. Or Younghoe Koo. Get some guys. Like, even small positions like that. Get some guys on your team. And also have a fun team name. I didn't put that one in there, but I can just tell you all, like, that is... I change my team name every week involving my players' names. It's just a fun thing to do. But, yeah, have fun, man. If I could include that with this one right here, draft a player you like / have fun. Make it easy. It's fine. We're all good. All right, last one, I believe. Don't give in to difficulty of schedule. A lot of guys will tell you, and they're not, not warning you or telling you to get away from that player, but we'll say, oh, he's got a tough stretch. Like, well, okay, Lamar Jackson. He plays 3 really great defenses twice, so 6 games of his 17-game schedule are against 3 really good teams. All right, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals. They're really good teams. Of course, it's the NFL. These are really, really tough players and tough teams. So don't worry about the difficulty. If they're a good player, they will play well. All right? I'm not buying into, because if you're on ESPN, they'll have the team they're playing against, and it will say like 1, 2, 3, and it will be that opponent's ranking against that player. For example, like Lamar Jackson, just talking about him, Lamar Jackson at Cleveland, it'll say number 1. It'll be like in red. That means Cleveland's number 1 against quarterbacks in fantasy. He could still do well. All right, I'm still going to play Lamar Jackson. Play your studs. That's also a non-negotiable in fantasy. Excuse me. You got to play your studs no matter what. All right, I believe this next one is, let's see. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Like and subscribe. Who is / was your favorite player to watch? All right, your favorite player to watch now. Who is it? All right, my player right now, man, I have no idea. Honestly, I really like Justin Jefferson. I love watching that man play. He's phenomenal. But other than Lamar Jackson, probably Justin Jefferson. I think he's great. And Bijan, second year incoming. Let's see how he does. And was my favorite player to watch? Roddy White. Man, that started it all. Come on. Incredible times. Let's check it out real quick. David says Cam Newton in the past, Josh Allen now. Those are great picks. I respect it. Cam Newton, when he went in the NFL, I was devastated that he went to Carolina, but I was happy to be able to watch him and not be upset that he was playing for Auburn anymore. But I was very excited to see him in the league, and he did well. His comeback definitely fell off. That was tough, but, it is what it is. He said he only played for the Falcons ever again. That's never going to happen, so it's over. Hayden says Harrison Butker's supremacy. We're going to go for GT alumni, that's why. Was Julio Jones? Good answer. Yeah, I was thinking about Julio. He just knew he was going to do something every week. Whether it was on ESPN or not, you just knew it. All right, let's move on. Y'all keep those comments coming. Really do appreciate it. Players to think about. All right. Again, these are some players that I want y'all to think about, whether in the first round. I'll let y'all know let y'all know what round it's going to be looking like for these guys. And just if you want to take that gamble or not. So we'll start off with my guy, Jamar Chase. We predicted earlier in the season that he was going to be the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy. And honestly, I'm going to say number 1 fantasy player, okay? I think he's going to do well. He's got a healthy Joe Burrow. The backs, it's just Chase Brown now. So I think they're really going to be pass heavy. A lot of targets. I think he's a top 3 wide receiver when healthy. If we're not even looking at stats, if we're not looking at anything like that, just pure skill, I think Jamar Chase is easily top 3. He's not better than Justin Jefferson, but there was at one point where I thought he was. And part of me still thinks it. I'm still holding on, man. But Jamar Chase, I like him a lot. I think he's going to be a great player. I would take him in the first round. I would confidently take him in the first round. I don't know if I'm taking him over Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill. And I know I just said that he's going to be #1 player, but the reason for those two guys is Christian McCaffrey, running back for the 49ers. That guy is going to have plays drawn up for him. And then Tyreek Hill, Mike McDaniel, that guy has some schemes down for that guy, and it's scary. It is very scary. I'm relying on just a player to throw him the ball. I'm not extremely excited on the Bengals scheme for him, but I'm relying on Joe Burrow, and that's it. So just think about Jamar Chase in the first round. If you're in picks 5 or 6, 7 even, don't hesitate, get him. Next one, Austin Eckler. All right, this was the one guy that was kind of like a bust-ish potential, but if you get him at the right price, that is great. I was doing a mock draft the other day with some friends, and he fell all the way to the 11th round, which is crazy because 2 years ago he was considered a top 2-round pick. If you can get Austin Eckler, a starting running back for the Washington Commanders, who have a new rookie in Jaden Daniels at quarterback, they can easily handle the ball off a lot. I like his value later on the rounds. I don't know his entire ADP, but I imagine it's in the 90s, maybe even the hundreds. Might be a stretch. It could be a stretch. It could be even like 70 or 80. But I like his value if you can get him in the later rounds. All right, we're moving on to the next one, and then that'll be it. DeAndre Swift. Okay, again, I don't know his ADP. Let's look up his ADP real quick, because I like him a lot, but I'm also nervous. I'm very nervous about where he could end up as far as fantasy goes, just because he's bounced around a bunch. Caleb Williams is the new guy. They might be running it through him a whole lot more than people expect. Let's see. They have, some ADPs in some websites, like ESPN's got him at 63. Overall PPR, 20th running back. That's not terrible. I mean, you get in round 6. I wouldn't go for earlier than round 6, though. If you could get him round 7, 8, that's fantastic. I think that's really, really good. Let's look at Austin Eckler real quick, though, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Austin Eckler, ADP. Let's see. The 29-year-old, he's still, rather youngish. Okay, so overall ADP, 98 on ESPN. Sleepers got him at 96. So, yeah, right around the 90 range. If you can wait until, like, the 11th round, if you really want to play it out, if you're scrolling on, you see him down there, and you're just hoping and praying that no one's going to get him, I would do that. I would wait out for him just a little bit, because he could be a nice bench stash. Like, let's say your RB1 blows his Achilles out. You could replace him with Austin Eckler, a starting running back. Not bad at all. Who's proven himself in the past. So I'm there for it. I really am. All right, that is it, though. That is it for the stream. Oh, Hayden Hammond says, now, honestly, watching Patrick Mahomes now is like, anytime he's on TV, you got to watch. He's must-watch TV all day. End the show. Appreciate you guys. We've got 21 days left. I believe I'm going to be trying to stream the draft for this league next week. If you guys want in on the league, you guys need to hit us up on Twitter. Let me see if I can remember the exact name. I don't remember because it's like the Fantasy Blitz with an X. Okay, so the Fantasy Blitz Twitter page, I'll type it in the chat. If you want in on the league, you've got to type in at Fantasy BLTZ. That is the league name, or the league on Twitter or X. Yep, Fantasy Blitz. Okay. There we go. So just go there. Just send it in the chat. Go there, DM, let us know. Try to get you in. I believe it's only like a 10. All right, Coin, you're already in. You don't have to worry about that. But if you want to, go ahead. Coin and Chili are in. I believe Adam and Nick are going to be in. I'm in there. And then Hudson's in there, so that's 6. So I think we're going to try to stick to a 10, maybe 12-man. I think 12-man might be the move nowadays. I don't know. But, yeah, that's it for the stream. Thank you guys so much. Try to stream the draft in 2 weeks or so. But, yeah, let's keep this going. Share this video so Fantasy Blitz can live on. You guys are the best. God bless y'all. Be kind to one another. And peace.